first educational application for webcams and video calling I'd like to talk about is for homebound students, a group that I am now part of. Because I'm homebound, I can't be in the classroom there with you, but apparently I'm still able to make my presentation. And that fulfills part of the requirements for the class. Now, my situation is probably different than a lot of other people's, but there are students who, due to medical reasons, can't make it into the classroom for a month to 6 months or maybe longer, but they'd still be able to be part of the classroom setting, just in a slightly different capacity. For example, I can't be in front of you, but this recording is doing an alright job, I guess. I think another reason why webcams and video calling can be used would be for guest speakers. I think that, well, for example, I can't make it into school. I'm on medical leave right now, but I would like to be able to share some of my experiences, some of what I learned about leukemia and just being in the hospital with some of the students at the Citadel. I'm contacting some people to see if I could video call into perhaps a biology class and just talk to some of the students and see if they have any questions, see if I can answer any of the questions, see if they can answer some of my questions. I think that would first of all be great for me, that I would stay busy, stay connected to my school and not go crazy at home. And also I think it would be very interesting for the students. I hope. I mean, that's kind of up to them, but other guest speakers could come in, maybe with more interesting stories than leukemia. Maybe they could talk to actual doctors, talk to people who they normally wouldn't be able to talk to because of distance. If they wanted to talk to someone in California, in Germany, if they wanted to talk to someone from, who spoke a different language, then it would take some coordination and setup, but I think it would definitely be doable. And not only would the students be able to talk to and see another person from a great distance away, they would be able to practice using this technology, which I'm pretty sure is going to be mainstream in the not too distant future. A lot of people are going to use it. Another, I guess, idea would be for students to collaborate with other students using webcams. One idea I had was for science labs. If students, in different states were to collect soil samples, they could show each other how they were collecting the samples. They could show each other their actual samples. They could compare notes. They could talk to each other, and they could, well, basically have lab partners in 4 different states or all around the world. It would just be, again, another way for students to utilize the technology that's going to be mainstream soon, something that I'm sure the business world is already using, and perhaps just keep general student interest up. Now those are only 3 simple ideas. I'm sure that once this technology gets really rolling and people start becoming comfortable with it, it's going to take off. But until then, there are several limits for using webcams and using video calling. Resources money. You know, the webcams aren't that expensive, but it's still an expense for schools. Um, Coordination, it's not easy setting it up, especially if people are unfamiliar with it. People need to be trained how to use it. The students might be able to pick it up really quickly, but if the teachers don't know how to use it, um, it's going to be very challenging. Connection speed. If one computer doesn't work, then you're kind of out of luck. You have to rely on the technology that you have. Also comfort and timing, because to record, I think maybe 15 minutes. This has taken me over an hour, because I would start recording and then realize that I forgot to say something that I wanted to say, or I started talking about something that I didn't need to talk about. So it's been challenging to sit in front of my laptop and talk to people who aren't in front of me. And I'm pretty sure it would be challenging to sit in front of my laptop and talk to people who are in front of me, especially if I'm unfamiliar with them. And so I think it's going to take a little time to catch on, but once it does, once it stops being new, once it stops being a novelty, I think that using webcams and using video calling is going to be a way that we can take the classroom out of the 20th century and put it into the 21st century. Really expand the classroom from 4 walls and a blackboard in the front of the room to just more into cyberspace and more into just connecting our students, connecting our teachers, and hopefully improving the general education of our students. Thank you for listening to my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, you can email me at otruba.bryan@gmail.com. That's otruba.bryan@gmail.com. Thank you. Bye.